It would be a lie to say 2017 wasn't an interesting year full of ups and downs for Cartoon Network, and more specifically, its viewers. But it would also be a lie to say Christina Miller's Cartoon Network isn't making drastic and brilliant efforts to make the future of the network brighter for its viewers. Looking to the future brings along many questions about the current slate of original cartoons. First, let's talk about the old guard. The remaining evidence of Stu Snyder's revival at the beginning of the decade will be nearly wiped away. In its place, we will finally see a truly Christina Miller-based Cartoon Network. Regular Show was the first to go, ending a 7-year run in 2017. 2018 will see the finales of both Adventure Time and Clarence. Whether or not Steven Universe ends at Season 5, it's likely it won't surpass a 6th or 7th season due to the direction the production team is writing the show in, as well as the incredibly sporadic and lackluster way Cartoon Network itself is airing and advertising the series. There's one series I haven't talked about yet, and for interesting reason. The Amazing World of Gumball's creator originally pinned the series to end production in 2016, closing in its 6th season. Instead, Cartoon Network has decided to continue the series without the original creator at the helm, so as long as ratings are strong for the series, we may have a SpongeBob-esque cartoon here with the potential to be the remaining Saturn-launched cartoon in production beyond 2020. There's a sad feeling that comes about seeing these icons end, particularly Regular Show and Adventure Time. Both of them were the face of the network for a time, and to see them not only sliding out of the limelight but being rarely aired really sucks. To everyone that is and or was on the Adventure Time, Regular Show, Clarence, Steven Universe, and Amazing World of Gumball production teams, thank you. Your work will always be remembered, not just for being on Cartoon Network, but for being cartoons that went beyond the toilet humor and made us understand well-developed characters, stories, art, and individuality. With Snyder's original series now in the twilight of their existence, let's take a look at the current slate of Christina Miller cartoons. We Bare Bears launched in 2015 and shows no sign of slowing down. Created by former Pixar employee Daniel Chung, the adventure series featuring the Bear Trio was confirmed to continue through 2018. Mighty Magiswords was also confirmed for continued production through 2018. The web series turned full-length cartoon launched in 2016, so with continued reception from viewers, the series will likely continue through the turn of the decade. The long-awaited OKKO premiered in summer 2017 after its original pilot aired back in 2013. Its life is just beginning on Cartoon Network, and the show has had strong ratings pulls, so expect OKKO to be just fine in the next few years. That leaves the Wonder Twin reboots Ben 10 and Powerpuff Girls. Both launched in 2016, both produced for merchandising, both incredibly bland, and both putting a stain on their own brands just as badly as C and Real did for Cartoon Network. As these two are only here for ratings and merchandise sake, you'd be right in presuming the only reason these two may survive through 2020 is if audiences tune in and will actually want to buy the toys. So if you've kept tabs, The Amazing World of Gumball, We Bare Bears, Mighty Magiswords, OKKO, Ben 10, and Powerpuff Girls are likely to continue airing new episodes through at least 2020. But I haven't gotten to the newcomers. Up until summer, I was worried about the future of Cartoon Network's original cartoons, as very little was announced. But there's a steady lineup of originals that will complement the previously mentioned cartoons, as well as bring about a new identity for the network. This series is set in an anthropomorphic world and features Oscar and Hedgehog as they spend time in an incredibly odd summer camp. This expectedly weird and multi-dimensional cartoon is set to premiere in early 2018. The next duo is just as weird and looks to be pure fun with lovable characters. Created by George Gendy, Apple and Onion was presented as a Cartoon Network mini back in spring 2016 on YouTube and follows the two as they adapt to living in the big city. Apple and Onion is set to premiere in summer 2018. We've only recently got our first clip of the upcoming series, but this is likely my most anticipated cartoon of 2018. Created by Matt Burnett and Ben Levin, this slice-of-life series follows Craig and his adventures with friends in the neighborhood creek. Imagination is expected to be on full display when Craig of the Creek premieres in 2018. This series follows Ivandu and Bert as they search for the magical golden feather of the fearsome Eagle King. Animation takes similar cues from The Amazing World of Gumball, and for good reason, as two of the members from the Gumball production team created the series. Expect Ivandu in 2018. A number of Cartoon Network minis and shorts have not only captured the attention of millions, but have brought about grand petitions for official series. As of December 1st, 2017, these are shorts that have unconfirmed series, but have heavy support to get official series. Premiering on Cartoon Network's YouTube channel in November of 2016, Infinity Train has garnered nearly 3 million viewers as of this recording. That places it above many of the other minis. Created by former regular show writer and storyboard artist Owen Dennis, this short follows a young woman named Tulip as she goes through a seemingly infinite number of train cars that feature limitless potential to be deadly adventures or incredible thrillers. This short already premiered on Cartoon Network's television channel in 2017, so the potential for Infinity Train to become the next announced series, either by sometime in 2018 or 2019, is limitless. This short goes at its own pace and follows the chilled-out young monster Douglas in his daily life. Created by Elizabeth Ito and released on April 7th, 2017, the mini found rapid success on Cartoon Network's YouTube channel and is only behind Infinity Train in viewership. While I don't know how it would fare personally as a full-length series, I could see Douglas being the new mascot for the channel and having 2 to 5 minute shorts during intermissions and commercial breaks. Focused on the duo of Victor and Valentino, this short, created by Diego Milano and released on November 1st, 2016, follows the two on their adventures in the underworld. Though it hasn't gained as large of a following as the three above, it features the potential for great storytelling and hilarious fun. So, let's tally up the cartoons so far. The Amazing World of Gumball, We Bare Bears, Mighty Magiswords, OKKO, Ben 10, Powerpuff Girls, Summer Camp Island, Apple and Onion, and Craig of the Creek are all going to be in the lineup by 2019, with Infinity Train, 12 Forever, Welcome to My Life, and Victor and Valentino in the having the potential to become official series list. It may seem like a handful, but Cartoon Network presently has 9 original animated series in production, but there's another group of cartoons I've yet to get to. Acquired series are cartoons that the network picks up that aren't in their own production house. These shows are often acquired for the potential of ratings gains, though if that acquired series doesn't draw enough eyes, it may not be shown for the remaining time of the channel's acquisition or placed in a weird time slot. Through the 25-year history of Cartoon Network, acquired series were usually meant to complement the original series and present wider variety. For instance, back in the 2000s, acquired cartoons included shows like Totally Spies, Duck Dodgers, and Star Wars The Clone Wars, to name a few. 2017, though, ended a 15-year run of Pokemon on Cartoon Network. Recently, this balance of original and acquired has shifted, with more reliance on Teen Titans Go, for instance. As of December 1st, 2017, Cartoon Network has 10 acquired series. The oldest under acquisition is the Total Drama franchise, which began airing on Cartoon Network in 2008. Lego Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu premiered in 2011. Teen Titans Go premiered on the DC Nation block back in 2013. Sonic Boom airs exclusively on Boomerang and premiered in 2014. Super Noobs and Lego Nexo Knights premiered in 2015. Peanuts and Justice League Action premiered in 2016. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and Unikitty premiered in 2017. Interestingly enough, Time Warner, which oversees Cartoon Network parent company Turner Broadcasting, as well as Warner Brothers, creates Teen Titans Go, Lego Ninjago, Lego Nexo Knights, Justice League Action, and Unikitty. So, while these cartoons aren't Cartoon Network originals, they are all produced from the same parent company. There are only 3 upcoming animated acquired series announced, all premiering in 2018, though of course that will change over time. Created by Man of Action Studios, the same behind Ben 10, this is one of the more anticipated cartoons for the network, and will follow the Capcom video game icon as he protects his home of Silicon Valley while living an everyday life. Warner Brothers continues their utilization of DC properties with DC Superhero Girls, which was originally made to sell figurines. DC Superhero Girls follows the heroes Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Batgirl, Poison Ivy, Katana, Harley Quinn. I guess WB didn't know their own heroes, and I guess they didn't know Harley Quinn is an anti-hero and Poison Ivy isn't really a hero, but whatever. The TV series will be helmed by Lauren Faust, who's worked on a wide range of series from My Little Pony, Wander Over Yonder, Powerpuff Girls, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. From the details we have so far, Ixios was created in France and has been in production since 2015. The series follows two warrior brothers as they lead their armies to the ultimate battle. That's a lot of animation, but it won't matter if the biggest flaw Cartoon Network faces today isn't fixed. Like much of the cable landscape, viewership for Cartoon Network's television channel is in a non-stop decline. Down from a 33 million viewer average in spring 2008 to less than half that number, 11.3 as of spring 2017. Though the network has brought about a new lineup of iconic shows, from Adventure Time and Regular Show in 2010, Gumball in 2011, Steven Universe in 2013, Clarence in 2014, We Bare Bears in 2015, and Mighty Magiswords in 2016, ratings have only continually decreased. Even the constant airing of Teen Titans Go, a move made for ratings gains, hasn't positively affected the channel's ratings at all. Research firm Smarty Pants did their annual brand love study in 2017, which gauges audiences on brands that they'll likely recognize and connect with. Cartoon Network is in trouble because while Cartoon Network made the top 50 brands list for kids, it was significantly less recognized and incredibly outclassed by Netflix and YouTube. Even worse, parents who were gauged in the top 50 brands list know what the Nick brand is, but Cartoon Network didn't even make it. And in this sense, I do feel sorry for Christina Miller because you can understandably see the position she's in. Fewer and fewer kids are watching Cartoon Network, and fewer are even identifying with the brand. Even with Cartoon Network joining YouTube in 2006, kids aren't tuning in from that platform to the channel itself. So her strategy in 2017 makes more sense than ever now. She's playing it safe and airing Teen Titans Go, a show that the remaining audience might hold on to, a series that the remaining audience won't turn the channel for, and this is where things get interesting. Remember, these are the original cartoons that will be in production at the turn of the decade. However, Christina Miller finds herself in an increasingly risky position, because if these originals don't bring in the viewership she needs, the channel is at risk. And when the original series aren't pulling in ratings, she has to rely on acquired series as well. Teen Titans Go right now isn't pulling in the strong numbers it once was, and as I presumed would announce, Unikitty will likely be the replacement. Again, if original cartoons don't garner popularity, expect the same marathon-style airings of Unikitty as we formerly had of Teen Titans Go. Depending on popularity of DC Superhero Girls and Mega Man, these two might also be the focal point of programming. The ratings declines are further affecting advertising revenue. As the channel becomes less and less popular, Cartoon Network becomes less and less attractive for potential advertisers. Cartoon Network's channel used to be the hub for kids to view these particular cartoons, but now as YouTube, Hulu, and other sources are becoming the first place kids will go to watch Cartoon Network content, advertising on that platform, the original channel itself, doesn't make as much sense as it did when Cartoon Fridays were pulling in millions upon millions of viewers. Cartoon Network still utilizes their website for advertising, which is why you'll see ads on Cartoon Network Video. No matter how you look at it, Cartoon Network's television channel is a sinking ship, and Christina Miller is trying her best to stabilize the ship from water getting any higher. Additionally, she's trying to fix a problem that wasn't hers to begin with. There are a few other places Cartoon Network makes and is expected to make revenue. Theatrically, there's the July 2018 release of Teen Titans Go to the movies. Whether you like it or not, this is a rarely explored direction for a series that airs on Cartoon Network. A similar in-concept My Little Pony film released theatrically in 2017 and only made $50 million overall on a speculated $65 million budget. The Teen Titans Go film will face heavy competition from a heavy superhero and animated summer lineup, which includes Incredibles 2 coming out in June, Ant-Man 2 which releases 3 weeks before Teen Titans Go, and Sony's heavily anticipated Hotel Transylvania 3 which premieres 2 weeks before. Teen Titans Go does benefit from a lack of animated features following it in August, so it being the last big animated hit before Labor Day might be the film's greatest benefit. There's also the merchandising market. Time Warner's TV network revenue, which includes Cartoon Network, has increased to over $17 billion in 2016, increasing from $14 billion in 2012. It's While I hate the Wonder Twin reboots, Powerpuff Girls, and Ben 10, those shows and shows like them are made to continue the stream of revenue. The revenue made from merchandise keeps the channel afloat at a time when the network is losing viewership, no matter the quality of the cartoons. Cartoon Network also utilizes games to further keep their characters on the tip of their target audience's tongues. Dozens of games have already been produced through the years, and many cartoons are intertwined with a game or set of games either at release or later down the line. Steven Universe, OKKO, Powerpuff Girls, Ben 10, Adventure Time, Regular Show are just a few that have gotten games over this decade. As it stands, Cartoon Network as a brand is making stronger returns than the original channel itself. When Turner Broadcasting launched Cartoon Network in 1992, there was a stable roadmap for the long-term future for such an ambitious idea, and cable was thought of as the revolutionary step beyond regular television. Even when there were hundreds of channels to access, only one of them had Cartoon Network content, and competition between others was few and far between. But 25 years later, the format in which Cartoon Network was built on is now being eaten away by a variety of more streamlined and simplified platforms. This erosion wouldn't worry me for the sustainability of Cartoon Network itself, but Turner has yet to truly establish a strong new home for the full lineup of original cartoons. Beyond the channel's eventual demise, if ratings keep going the way they do, will there be an official Cartoon Network streaming service? Will Cartoon Network retreat to being just an animated production house instead of the platform it once was, only to serve Hulu or Netflix? For instance, Disney has announced their streaming service, giving a definitive home to hundreds of thousands of hours of airtime that Disney Channel and older Toon Disney and Disney XD content has. Nickelodeon doesn't have a home for their content yet, but they do have something that Cartoon Network doesn't. Ratings, high ratings, and they'll be around for quite a while. Cartoon Network, without the popularity to guarantee survival and lack of true infrastructure yet built for the long-term sustainability of the network itself, gives off less confidence than preferred for the future of the Turner Broadcasting animation division. Cartoon Network finds itself in an interesting position. Its original format of development is dying. Fewer and fewer viewers are tuning in, yet the network is making more and more revenue from merchandising. There is yet to be an officially confirmed plan for the long-term sustainability of the network as we know it today, yet in the short-term future, the plan seems to operate as if everything is normal, with a strong lineup of animation from the studio's production house, as well as acquired series on standby. I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive into the future of Cartoon Network. What do you think will happen to the channel in the future? Let me know in the comments, and if you guys enjoyed this, it took me a while to develop, so if you could, leave a like and subscribe if you want more like it. By the way, this was only about Cartoon Network. It separates itself from Adult Swim and Toonami and things like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm glad to be back, and stay tuned for more.